Let me share my screen. Any questions, guys? Any questions, doubts, any challenges? So I only got three or four answers. Three or four people are responded to my morning assignment. So in case if any of you are completed, just let me know. Okay, if you are done with the assignment, just let me know. Okay, if you are not done, please complete the assignment. It's very important, guys. You should know these things and all, how to create tables, insert values inside the tables, and how to filter the data. It's very important, right? You should know these things. Okay, so if you haven't complete yet, just try to complete the assignment, okay, by tonight. Let me start this machine. So now we are going to discuss about the patching, guys. Okay, so we'll discuss patching. What is this patching? How to apply the patches? How many updates are there in the SQL server? Okay, how to download the update? Okay, so we will discuss all those things, guys. Generally patching will take the whole class. Okay, if you discuss about the complete real time, it will take approximately 1.5 hour to 2 hours it will take. Okay, so let's discuss the patching completely today. Okay, then we'll continue the sessions in the next weekend. Right, so I just started the VM. Let it start completely, and in the meantime we'll discuss about the patching. So patching means, as discussed in the morning, okay, patching means applying the updates. Okay, patching is nothing but applying the updates is called patching, guys. So generally we will also do patchings, okay, in our smartphone. Sometimes we'll manually update the apps applications. Okay, so what will happen if you patch the application, guys? Generally, if you patch the application, what will happen? Generally, the one you are using like WhatsApp, phone pay, GPay, so we have to patch it regularly, right? Why we have to patch it regularly? What is the reason? Yes.
For getting new features.
Okay, very good. For new features, generally in the applications, in case if we update our patching, in case if we update our application, we'll get the new features. Next, every time whenever you update the application, you will get the new features.
For smooth running of applications.
New
Smooth running.
smooth running. Okay, fine. Smooth running of the applications. Next. You can add, guys. You can add some more points. Very important points. Why we have to patch the SQL, not only SQL Server, like our applications, the apps that we are using in our mobile phone.
Sir, for the new
To get the
features.
update versions, update features.
Okay, features. Okay, that is covered. Next, only features. Every time whenever you upgrade your application, whenever you update your application, every time you will get the new features. Every time you will get the new features, guys. Every time you will get it, or what?
Every time no, but sometimes remaining issues,
Sometimes
bugs and all,
bugs.
bugs and all.
Very good, very good. Bugs. Okay, so generally the applications that we are using in our mobile phone, smartphone, so sometimes you will get the new features when you apply the updates. Okay, but 90% is why we have to update our application means for security purpose, to avoid the security vulnerabilities, to fix the bugs and all. Okay, so very rarely you will get the new features, not regularly. Not in every update you will get the new feature, right? Why? Because WhatsApp, if you observe, every 15 days, every 1 month, or like this Flipkart, Amazon, these applications will keep on updating for every 15 days or 1 month. Sometimes we don't know it. Why? Because in the back end automatic updates will be turned on, so automatically these applications will be updated without knowing. sometimes we have to manually update the application. Okay, so whenever you are updating the application, whenever you are patching the application, don't think every time you will get the new features. That is very rarely you will get the new features. But the main goal of the application is to avoid the main goal of the application is to avoid the security vulnerabilities, to fix the bugs, and to enhance the security of the SQL server. Why? Because regularly hackers, I told you, right, like how we are connecting daily, like in the same way, that's their business. Hackers will keep on, hackers across the globe, they will keep on targeting the servers. They will keep on introducing new virus files and all. So that's their work from morning to evening. That's their work. So they are trying to introduce new, what we can say, new virus files and all. So there is no security for your server. So that's why, for to enhance the security of the application, generally we have to patch the applications. Okay, so the mobile phones, the smartphones that you are using, so the applications inside that smartphones will be updated automatically. If you turn on automatic updates, sometimes we'll turn off the automatic updates. Okay, so in that case we have to manually update the application. Only for the smartphone applications you will get the new features when you patch the applications. That updating, you are going to update, right? That update is called patching. Applying the updates on an application is called patching. But generally in the SQL server, if you patch the SQL server, you don't get any new features. Okay, so generally you have to patch the SQL servers to enhance the securities, to fix the bugs and all, and to avoid the security vulnerabilities and all. Main purpose is for security. Make sure your SQL server is safe and secure. For that purpose, we have to keep on updating our applications, our SQL servers. Okay, that's the main reason of patching, guys. Okay, it's very important. So how many types of updates are there in SQL server? There are 4 types of updates in SQL server. 4 types of updates in SQL server, guys. Okay, so we have service packs. Service packs, we'll call it as a SPs. Okay, these are major updates, guys. Major updates. Service packs are major updates. Cumulative updates, CUs. These are minor updates, guys. Minor updates. And we have QFEs. Okay, these two are hot fixes. The one which we will discuss now, hot fixes. Okay, hot fixes. So under hot fixes we have QFEs, quick fix engineering. Okay, and GDRs. Okay, general distribution release. So these are different types of updates, guys. These are different types of updates in SQL server. Up to SQL server 2016 we have service pack concept. Up to SQL server 2016 we have service pack concept, guys. See, patching is just 5 minutes, guys. Patching means very simple. You have to download the patch file, next patch it. Nothing is there, very simple to patch, but you have to know these precautions. You have to know the process. While explaining in the interview also, you have to explain with the process, guys. If 2 people are there, if the interviewer asks the same question, what is the process or how you are going to patch the SQL server? I'll download the patch file, I'll copy the patch file to server, next I'll patch it. If you explain the same, you might feel you answered that question, but another guy, if he explained with the process, first we have to follow the process, then we have to take the precautions, then finally we have to patch the SQL server, then he will select. Always tries to explain the questions with the process in the interview, guys. You have to explain the answers with the process. What is the process you are going to follow? That's the difference between a real guy and a fake guy. You have to concentrate on the process. What is the process for patching? Yes, patching is simple. Next patch. That's it. But the process is, what process you have to follow while patching the SQL server. That is more important. Okay. Fine. So up to SQL Server 2016, we have service packs, guys. Okay, we have service packs and cumulative updates up to SQL Server 2016. From 2017 onwards, from SQL Server 2017 onwards, so there is no concept of service packs. Service packs concept is removed by Microsoft. There is no concept of service packs. Okay, only CUs. I am not saying there is no patchings. Patchings will be there. Instead of service packs, you will use CU, cumulative update, to patch the SQL Server. Okay, so up to SQL Server 2016 we have service packs, guys. From 2017 onwards, here we have service packs and cumulative updates. Up to 2016 we have service packs and cumulative updates. From 2017 onwards, we have only cumulative updates. Okay, you have to patch your SQL Server with only CUs. There is no service pack concept. So earlier, while installing the SQL Server, we discussed about this bill numbers and all, right? So then I used one website, sqlserverbuilds.blogspot.com. Okay, so if you see here, that time also I just shown you these service packs and all. Okay, so if you see here, SQL Server 2005 onwards, if you see, these are the different service packs available for different versions of SQL Server, guys. For 2005, how many service packs? You can see here this table: SP1, SP2, SP3, SP4. How many service packs are available for 2005, guys? How many? How many service packs are available?
4.
4 service packs. SP4 means 4, right? This is 1 service pack, this is 2, 3 and 4 service packs are available for 2005. For 2008,
Also 4.
4.
Four.
For 2008 R2,
3.
3. For 2012,
4.
4. For 2014,
3.
for 2016,
3.
for 2017,
1.
1. Where is that 1?
Sorry, no. CU.
Okay.
CU 3-1.
From SQL Server 2017 onwards, there is no service packs. Service packs are no longer released by Microsoft. Okay, so there is no service pack concept from 2017 onwards. Up to 2016 only we have service packs, guys. No need to remember how many versions. That's okay if you can remember how many service. Last 3 days back, I guess, I just helped in one interview. Like they asked how many service packs are there. They asked these 2 questions: how many service packs are there for 2012? How many service packs are there for 2016? So you cannot expect the questions. They might ask, okay, but generally people won't ask, but okay, they will ask these kind of questions and all. Sometimes they might ask these kind of questions, guys. Right, so here you have to listen carefully. See here, for every SQL Server service packs, again you can see cumulative updates also. Means major updates will be there, minor updates will be there. For every service pack, you can see service pack and cumulative update, service pack, cumulative, service pack, cumulative update. Again, for every service packs, you can see service packs. Of course, these updates are not there, but yes, for this also cumulative updates are there. So here, generally, major updates will release, okay, for every year, guys. Minimum 1 year gap, these major updates will release, guys. 1 year. For every 1 year or 2 years, these major updates will release. Till what level they are going to be released, guys? Till what level Microsoft will release those updates? Till the support date. Till the support date only Microsoft will release the updates, guys. Earlier we have already discussed related to the iPhone. So iPhone 14 came into the market, means they don't support iPhone 4 and iPhone 5. They will stop supporting the older versions. Why? Because if you are still supporting the older versions, who will buy the latest versions? Their business won't be improved, right? So when they are introducing new versions, they will stop supporting older versions, guys. Why? Because this is a business strategy. So until support is there, until the support date is there, Microsoft will keep releasing that service packs and cumulative updates. Once the support is ended, then it won't release any service packs and cumulative updates, guys. Okay, for 2012, that's why you can see up to SP4 you cannot see SP5, SP6. Why? Because it was the support is ended. Extended support is also ended this year. Okay, so it won't release any kind of service packs or cumulative updates or any kind of updates, guys. It's your risk. If you are still using 2012, it's your risk. If any security issues are there or if any bugs issues are there, Microsoft won't help you. Why? Because extended support is also completed. Simply, if you are having any issues, if you call to Microsoft support, hey, I'm facing this issue, they will check the support. Okay, the support is ended. I can't help you in this case. It's your headache. Like that, they are going to respond. So Microsoft won't release the service packs or won't release any kind of updates once the support date is ended, guys. Clear? So you can see major updates. Major updates are generally every year or every 2 years. Minimum year gap. In year gap, they will release. Minimum, they will take 1 year to release the service packs, guys. That's why these are major updates. Okay. So then minor updates, generally it will take at least 1 month gap to release a new CU. It will take at least 1 month or 2 months gap. There is no time bound. There is no fixed date, fixed time and all. For this time, for this period, I am going to release the service packs. No. After 1 month or 2 months, they themselves will release the service packs or cumulative updates based on the updates, guys. If I mention service packs means that belongs to only up to SQL Server 2016. Okay, 2017, 2019, there is no service pack concept kind of thing. Right? So cumulative updates are minor updates. These updates will release for every 1 month or every 2 months. They are going to be released, guys. That too, that's not mandatory, sir. This month it released again after 2-3 months. Are you giving? Can you give any guarantee that they are going to release any minor updates? No, there is no guarantee. Depends upon their requirement. They are going to release the updates, guys. Okay, so there is no fixed date and all, there is no fixed period and all to release these updates. Whenever they feel there is an issue, they will try to release the updates, guys. Okay, fine. So these are on the fly updates, guys, on the fly. What is the problem with yearly updates? In case if any issue came, suddenly if any issue comes, if you call to Microsoft, hey Microsoft, I am facing this issue. Hackers are they are they are creating some problems. Hackers are creating some problems to my servers. Any solution is there? Microsoft cannot say no, 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 there is no solution now. Next year I'll release service packs. Please wait till next year. Microsoft can't say like that. We are investing lot of money, crores and crores of money. So what Microsoft will do if any on the fly virus comes and all, if any new virus files, any new virus attacks are there in the market, Microsoft will immediately work. Microsoft will have an engineering team. It will work immediately and it will start releasing on the fly updates, guys. These are on the fly updates. Suddenly any issue comes in the market, suddenly tomorrow morning any new virus came into the market which is attacking the SQL servers, immediately within 1 or 2 days they will release these QFEs, GDRs. GDRs are security updates, guys. General distribution releases. If Microsoft releases GDRs means you have to update your SQL Server with GDRs. QFE is also same. On the fly updates. That's why these updates are called hot fixes. Hot fixes on the fly. Suddenly if any attacks are there, within 1 or 2 days Microsoft will release the updates. Those updates are called hot fixes. We have two types of hot fixes: QFE, quick fix engineering, and GDRs. Sometimes software won't work as expected. That is a bug. To avoid these bugs, Microsoft will release updates, guys. That is QFE. Okay, if the SQL server is not working as expected, then if we just tell them that this is the situation, this is the problem we are facing, they will analyze it, then they will find it out like this might be a bug. So to fix that bug, they are going to release the on the fly update. That is your QFE, guys, quick fix engineering. Okay, so no need to concentrate in these two, guys, generally, but of course the process is same. How we are going to patch SQL Server with service pack, in the same way we'll patch SQL Server with a cumulative update also. In the same way we'll apply QFE, in the same way we'll apply GDR. The process is same for all our updates only, but you should know what are the minor updates, what are the major updates. That's it. The process is same. How we are going to patch with SQL Server service pack, in the same way you have to patch with a cumulative update also. In the same way you have to apply QFE, in the same way you have to apply GDR. Process is same, guys. The way that you are patching with a service pack or cumulative update or QFE or GDR, process is as it is. There is no extra setting also. The process is same. Okay, but you have to know which one is major update, which one is minor updates, guys. right? So here, what is the difference between main difference between your service pack and cumulative updates, guys? Listen carefully. Up to 2016, okay, this is up to 2016, SQL 2016. Imagine when you install SQL Server for the first time, which copy will be installed, guys? The base copy. What is that base copy? What is the base copy of any SQL Server version? When you install SQL Server for the first time, which copy it is?
RTM.
RTM. The answer is there on the screen. Fine. So first time when you install SQL Server, the base copy, the main copy of the SQL Server is an RTM copy. So when you install RTM copy, on RTM, imagine you just install SQL Server 2014 RTM, guys. This is the 2014 RTM. Okay, imagine this is SQL Server 2014 RTM. Imagine. Or imagine you just install SQL Server 2016 RTM copy. On top of RTM means if you installed SQL Server 2016, okay, RTM might be in the year of 2017 or in the same year 2016. So after I told you, right, major updates will be released after 1 year or 2 years, right? Maybe next year they might release service pack 1, service pack 2, like that they will release, guys. But up to the next service pack, you have to, like, we have to have some security updates, right? So those are all your cumulative updates. Okay, on RTM copy also we will have, means up to next service pack we should have security for our SQL Server, right? So on RTM copy also it will release cumulative updates. So these are the cumulative updates on RTM, right? So on RTM you will have cumulative updates CU1, CU2. So like this you will have cumulative updates. So let me, there is no fixed number, guys, okay? That's why I'm just giving up to CU10. So SP1, on top of SP1, imagine SP1 is released in the year of 2017. SQL Server 2016 is introduced in the year of 2016. After 1 year, SP1 is released, right? So next, after 1 year, after 1 year means 2017 SP1 is released. Imagine, I'm not sure whether it was released in 2017 or 18, but imagine after 1 year SP1 is released. After 1 year, right? Once the SP is released, after 1 year means in the year of 2018, they might release SP2, right? But up to SP2, where is the security? So it will keep releasing minor updates. SP1 is the major update, CU1 is the minor updates, guys. So it will keep releasing minor updates and all. Next, SP2. Okay, again same for SP2 also it will keep releasing minor updates, guys. For SP2 also it will keep releasing minor updates. We can see here up to this is like CU9. So we'll keep it up to CU9. This is up to CU15. Okay, we'll keep it up to CU15. Right, and this is up to CU17. Okay, CU17. Right, CU17. Fine. So listen carefully. SP3 is there, right? SP3 there is no cumulative updates. Okay. SP3 cumulative updates are not yet released, guys. Imagine we have cumulative updates. Okay. Imagine we have cumulative. In the future it will release, right? Imagine we have 3 or 4 cumulative updates. Fine. So listen carefully now. These are major updates. Okay. On top of RTM, you can apply these cumulative updates, guys. Right. Fine. So now, if you see here, we have service pack 1, we have service pack 2, and we have service pack 3. These are major updates. On top of major update, every service pack is having its own cumulative update. Guys, SP1 CU1 is not equal to SP2 CU1, guys. You can say like this is CU1, this is CU1, so both are same. No. This is SP2 CU1. You have to read it completely SP2 CU1, SP1 CU1. There is a difference, right? SP1 CU1, SP2 CU1. So this SP2 CU1 released based on the service pack 2. So if you want to patch your SQL server with this CU1, you should have this service pack. The minimum level is SP2. If you want to patch your SQL server with SP3 CU4, the minimum level is SP3. You should patch with SP3 first, then only you can apply SP3 CU4, guys. Okay, so service packs are major updates and cumulative updates are minor updates. Each major updates will have its subsequent minor updates. This CU1 is not equal to this CU1, this CU1 is not equal to this CU1. If you install this CU1, if you install SQL Server RTM and then you patch with SQL Server SP1, and directly if you are trying to update your SP1 with SP3 CU1, it won't allow. Why? Because the minimum level is SP3. On top of SP1 you are applying SP3 CU1, which is not valid. Is it clear, guys? Any questions here, please? If you want to apply any minor updates, the subsequent major update should be installed on that SQL server. That's the main point. Every cumulative update is different. As you can see, CU1, 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 CU1. So don't think all CU1s are same. This is SP1 CU1, this is SP2 CU1, this is SP3 CU1. So I have a quick question for all of you. I have installed SQL Server 2016. Now customer is asking, hey, can you please install SQL Server 2016 now in the year of 2022. So now what I have to do, guys, do I need to again patch my 2016 with SP1, SP2, SP3, or directly I can patch my SQL Server 2016 with the final service pack? Just try it, no problem. You can use Inky Pinky Ponky or Pak Karve Pak. Whatever you want, you can try it.
Latest one SP3. Latest version.
You want me to repeat the question?
No.
No.
Got the question, right? You got the question. So,
Yes.
so now if you install SQL Server 2016, so of course as a DBA it's our responsibility. We should make sure that our SQL Server is patched with the latest service pack and cumulative updates. So of course you will install SP3. But my question is, to install SP3, do I need to install SP1, SP2 and finally SP3, or directly I can jump from RTM to SP3?
Directly.
Directly.
Directly I can jump. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So your answer is correct. So it's not like a mandatory again to install SP1 and see, if it is mandatory, you have to install SP1 and again you have to install all minor updates, and SP2 and you have to install all minor updates. So the whole life will goes to patch the SQL Server only. So it's not like that directly on top of RTM. Directly you can patch with a final service pack and a final cumulative update. Again, if you want to patch your SQL Server with CU17, means no need to patch with CU16, CU15, CU14 and all. Directly on SP2, directly you can apply a CU17. So now tell me, guys, CU7, SP2 CU17 is the latest one or SP3 CU4 is the latest one? What do you think? Which one is the latest one?
CU4 is latest. CU4.
17. 17.
17. SP2 CU17 is the latest one.
Yes.
SP3
CU4.
SP3
CU4.
Even though we are having CU100, but those are all less than SP3 only, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you have SP3, why I need all up to CU17? So SP3 means that means it itself is the latest one. Service pack itself is the latest one. Don't see the number is big means this is the latest one. No. This might be latest one in the service pack too, but overall SP3 is the latest one. SP3 CU4 is the latest one. Got the point, guys? So if you want to apply, so whenever you are patching up to SQL Server 2016, if anyone asked you to patch the SQL Server, you have to patch for 2 times. First you have to apply the service pack, latest service pack, and then finally you have to apply the latest cumulative update on that service pack. 2 times you have to patch for up to SQL Server 2016. Immediately, once the service pack patching is done, you have to apply the cumulative update patching. Immediately, you have to do in the same patching window, you have to apply the latest cumulative update also. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Only
Yes.
CU4 we want to
Only CU4?
we want to patch, no CU1, CU2, CU3.
No. That's what I said. Any update, the final one is enough.
Okay.
Either service pack or cumulative update concept is same. If I want to patch with CU4 means again no need to install CU1, CU2. Generally, latest update is an incremental update. Incremental update means this CU4 contains all these previous updates in that file.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
సార్ ఐ హ్యావ్ వన్ డౌట్.
Yes, please.
ఇప్పుడు 16 ని 2020లో ఇన్స్టాల్ చేస్తున్నాం కదా.
Okay.
అయితే లేటెస్ట్ గా రిలీజ్ చేసిన కాపీలు ఆల్రెడీ అప్డేట్స్ ఇచ్చే ఉంటారు కదా సార్, మళ్ళీ ఎస్పీ ఎందుకు ప్యాచ్ చేయడం?
See, 16 means they don't release every year 2016. The base RTM pack is same. So 2016 you just installed the old file in the year of 2020. That doesn't mean if you download the 2016 in the year of 2020 means you are not getting SQL Server 2020. You are getting 2016 only. Imagine you are watching an old movie. So do you think that movies, if you are watching in the 2020 year, do you think that movies released or movies produced in the year of 2020? It was might be a 2010 or 2005, but you are watching in the year of 2020. Okay, so that doesn't mean if you are installing SQL Server in 2020, SQL Server 2016 in the year of 2020 means that doesn't mean you are installing SQL Server 2020. You are installing the old copy in the year of 2020. Even though you are installing 2016 now also 2022, you have to patch your SQL Server with the latest service pack and latest cumulative update. Why? Because you installed the old file, old software. Okay?
ఓకే, అండర్స్టాండ్.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys, here? Fine, right? So this is the main thing, guys. So next is process. What is the process, guys? So what is the process to patch the SQL Server? Very important. Okay, so you know the process to install the SQL Server. So in the same way you have to know the process to patch the SQL Server. So first you have to check with the customer or user or whoever it is, client. Okay, so you have to ask. Why? Because this SQL Server is not for us. The SQL Server is for their application. So you have to check with the application team. Hey customer, or so and so. Imagine the customer name is Smith. Hi Smith. Okay, to avoid security vulnerabilities and to enhance the security of the SQL Server, we have to apply the latest patches on your instance. So patching needs downtime for 2 hours. It will restart. We have to restart the Windows machine. During the patching window. So please let me know what is the best time or what is the suitable window to apply the patches. So like this you have to send an email to the customer. Then Smith will reply, okay, this is critical production server. So if Smith is an experienced employee, if he is an IT employee, he will respond. Why? Because everyone knows the importance of the updates. If you don't update means you will be in risk. Okay, your application will be at risk, guys. So if Smith is a good guy, okay, he will give a downtime when we have to patch. If he's not a kind of, if he's a kind of a typical guy, why we have to patch, can't we avoid the patch, I don't want to give any downtime, like that kind of replies you can expect from some of the employees, typical employees. You have to reply, no, we cannot avoid, we cannot skip it, it's a security vulnerability. Okay, so in case if something goes wrong, you are the responsible guy, then that's it, he will give our full permissions to us. Why? Because he cannot keep his application at risk, right? Organization will take a critical action on him again, a severe action on him. So that's why it's not good. So in case if anyone is asking, is it mandatory to apply the patches, means yes, it's mandatory to apply the patches. Okay, so to avoid the security vulnerabilities and to enhance the security of the SQL server, we have to patch it, it's mandatory. Then if you tell like that, if you reply like that, then they are going to give the downtime. Sometimes some critical customers, or sorry, typical customers, you can get it, guys. So okay, this is critical production server, so you can patch this server on weekends. Okay, so like this they might reply, guys. Or no, don't patch this weekend, I'll give you next weekend. At least he will tell you at what time we have to patch. This weekend we have a major what we can say, major work, major testing is there, so next week we'll schedule the patching, like that. At least he will give you some window, guys. Okay, so once you got the window, imagine he gave window for Saturday 10 p.m. Saturday 10 p.m. Generally, you cannot patch the SQL servers during the production hours. Why? Why? Because your SQL server will keep restarting. Your server will be down during the patching. So it's not a good practice to patch the SQL servers during the business hours. Business hours can be 9 to 5, 9 to 6, depends upon the region. If it is 9 to 5 for the US team, it will be night time for us. So you have to patch it in daytime so that it will be night time for them. Sometimes they will ask you to patch during the weekends. Sometimes they will ask you to patch during morning 2 a.m., 3 a.m. where there is less traffic. So they are going to give some windows, guys. Okay, they will give one window. Okay, you can patch at Saturday night 10 p.m. Okay, so now the next step what you have to do is you have to raise a change request. Okay, so
Sir,
as
how do we know? Suppose Microsoft release a patch release on tomorrow. As a DBA, how do we know?
you have to check here, guys. Okay, so it's a continuous process. Microsoft will keep releasing the, it's a good question actually, sir. Microsoft will keep releasing the updates, right? Do I need to patch my SQL server with every update? No, not required. Your team lead or your manager will prepare a roadmap for this. Generally in the organization, every 1 year will patch the servers once. Sometimes to avoid these issues, patching will be automated, means using PowerShell or some other tools. By default, they will patch the servers. This weekend they will patch some servers, next weekend they will patch some other servers, next weekend they will patch some other servers. Okay, so how we are having patching, Windows team also will have patchings, guys. Windows servers also will have patching. Why? Because security is important for Windows machines also, right? SQL Server is one application. In the same way, Microsoft will release updates for Windows servers also. Like how we are getting the Windows 10 update, desktop updates. Sometimes your laptop will be rebooted, right? Automatically, it will apply the updates automatically, right? In the same way, servers also will get some updates. They will also patch the Windows machines, guys. They will patch the OS. We have to patch the application SQL Server. So patchings depends upon the organization. In some organizations, patchings are automated. Every 3 months, they will run some tools that will automatically patch the SQL servers. By that time, whatever latest service packs, cumulative updates are there, those updates will be updated. Okay, if it is manual process and all, 70%, 80%, it will be manual only. It won't be automatic. Why? Because if it is an automatic, lot of challenges will be there, guys. You have to plan properly. Okay, why? Because patchings generally you will get some kind of headaches, guys, some kind of challenges you will get. So every time you have to check it properly before patching. Lot of precautions are there. So generally people don't prefer automated patchings and all, so we have to patch it manually. So we will have your manager or your team lead will prepare a roadmap, guys. Okay, every quarter or every 6 months. Okay, for example, imagine you are having 500 servers. First quarter they will patch 100 servers. By that time whatever latest cumulative update, whatever latest service pack is there, they will check it, they will patch the SQL server. Next quarter they will patch 100 more servers, next quarter they will patch 100 more servers, like that they will keep on planning. So it's a routine activity. 365 days patchings will be there, guys, but not all servers you will patch at a time. One quarter you will patch some servers, another quarter you will patch some other servers, third quarter you will patch some other servers, fourth quarter you will patch some other again the cycle will repeat. 1 year is gone, right? The first quarter whatever servers you patched, 1 year is completed, right? Again quarter one they will patch the previously patched servers and all. Got the point? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Fine. 1 minute, please. Okay, fine. Right? Okay. So what we have to do, once everything is approved, once we got an approvals from the customer and all, then we have to raise a change request. We have to raise a ticket. Okay. So in the ticket, we have to select the date and time when you are going to patch the server. So Saturday 10 p.m. right? You have to select the schedule 10 p.m. to 12 p.m., 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. You have to take 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Generally, it is better to take the downtime, guys. It's a safe. Why? Because patching will be completed in 35 minutes or 40 minutes or hardly 1 hour, guys. But safe side, if something goes wrong, you imagine you took only 1 hour downtime. If something goes wrong, to fix the issue, it might take at least 1 hour extra, right? So safe side, always it's better to take 2 to 3 hours downtime window. If you took 1 hour and if you don't complete the patching in 1 hour, customer will ping you, hey, what happened? What is the status of patching? 1 hour downtime is completed. You have to get the alerts. Again, you have to answer to multiple people, guys. So it's always better if you took 3 hours downtime and if you completed in 1 hour, it will be happy, right? Fine. So you have to select the date and time in the change request. In the ServiceNow tool, we have to generally raise a ticket, and there we have to include what server name you are going to patch, who is the customer, and from what time to what time you will patch it, what is your patching plan, what is your implementation plan, what is your rollback plan. Okay, every change will have a implementation plan and rollback plan. What in case if patching goes wrong, how we are going to roll back it. So you have to include everything in that change request, guys. That change request in the organization CAB meetings will be there. CAB meetings, change advisory board meetings. Okay, so every weekend, not weekend actually, every Wednesday or Thursday, depends upon the organization to organization. Every Tuesday, not sure, depends upon the company to company. So every Wednesday they will conduct one CAB meeting. So from SQL server side, we are patching 10 servers. Imagine this weekend. From Windows, people will patch 10 or 20 servers, or they might apply some updates, or they might change something in the servers. They will raise some 10 change requests. Network team will raise 10 change requests, 10 or 15 change requests. Storage team will write 5 or 10 change requests. So all the teams will raise some change requests, right? All these change requests they will discuss in the CAB meeting. Okay, so in the CAB meeting, big heads will be there, guys. Managers, senior managers, directors, vice presidents, CTO, chief technology officers. Sometimes depends upon the companies. If it's a startup company and all, CEO also will be there in the CAB meeting. Okay, so they will discuss, okay, this weekend people are patching, these many changes are there, these changes are from database team, these changes are from network team, these changes are from, like that they will discuss all the changes. In that meeting you have to attend, guys. You have to attend that meeting. If you have any change request, if you want to patch any server, okay, you have to attend that meeting. You have to explain. Okay, so I checked with the customer gave the downtime for this Saturday, so that's why we are I just raised a change request, can you please approve it. I included implementation plan, I included rollback plan in that change request, Okay, can you please approve my change request? They have to approve. Cab people has to approve your change request. Then only everything is ready. Then only you can patch the SQL server. This is the process, guys. You have to explain this process in the interview. Simple thing I'll tell you in 3 words, guys. First word, first three lines. First, you have to take the downtime approval from the customer. Second thing, you have to, once the customer gave the downtime, you have to raise a change request. Third is, make sure the change is approved in the cab meeting. You have to represent. If you can't attend the cab meeting, you have to ask your colleagues, your team leader, your manager. You can ask them, can you please attend cab meeting and please represent my change request? Okay, so they will talk on behalf of you and make sure the change will be approved. Okay guys, so this is how generally process will work. They have to, whatever changes you are doing in the server, change team has to approve that change, guys. Otherwise you are not good to change the server, either patching or any other things, guys. Okay, so not only patching, guys, change request process is like this only. Even though you want to create one database, you have to raise a change request and make sure that change is approved. Change, you are doing some changes to the server, that might be a patching, that might be a creating some new objects, that might be a deleting the existing objects. You are doing some change in the server. For that you have to raise a change request and you have to make sure that change is approved, guys. Clear the process? Any questions, guys? Any questions here, guys, please? No questions?
No.
Okay, fine. Okay, so finally precautions, guys. Finally, we have to discuss the precautions and then I'll show you how to patch the SQL server. Precautions. Okay, so there are 10 precautions. These are very important precautions. You have to follow these 10 precautions, guys. Okay, so let me open those 10 precautions. So this document is already shared with you guys, the notes, SQL DBA notes. Okay, you can just follow this document and control F, patching. Okay, so everything is included in the document. Okay, so precautions, and find the application owner, take the proper downtime from him, raise a change request, discuss the change request in the cab meeting, then take the approval from the cab, then start the patching as per the schedule. Everything is included in the notes. Okay, I guess you all got these notes already, so okay, so no issues. So these are the precautions, guys. So before and after patching, what precautions we have to take? This is an important interview questions. They will ask you guys what precautions you have to take before patching. Okay, so this process is same before and after patching, guys. Okay, so before patching you have to check something, and after patching also you have to check something, whether patch is succeeded or not. You have to validate this patching process, guys. Fine. So what are the main precautions? So you have to check how many SQL servers are running in that machine. If I want to patch this SQL server, I have to check how many instances are running in this Windows machine. In this Windows machine 199 machine, I might have one instance, I might have two instances or three instances, right? There is a chance, right? You might have 2-3 instances in that machine, but you took approval for only one instance. So before patching the SQL server, you have to restart the Windows machine. That is a prerequisite. Before patching the SQL server, you have to restart the Windows machine. So what will happen, guys, if you restart the Windows machine? All the SQL servers in that machine will be restarted, right? But you took approval for only one instance. The other two instances are down. You haven't took any approval. It will be escalated, guys. It will be escalated. So make sure before raising the change request itself, you have to check how many instances are there. If multiple instances are there, you have to take downtime approval from all other instances. Is it clear, guys? Why we have to check how many instances are there? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's very important, guys. You have to check how many instances are there. If more than one instance is there, you have to let them know that I am patching this so and so server, though this was hosted in this machine, so we have to restart the server before and after patching. So during this restart process, your instance also will be rebooted. Can you please approve this activity? You have to get the email approval from him. Once you got the approval, then you can proceed. Okay, so it's very important how many instances are there in that machine, how many services are up and running, guys. Sometimes you have to check before patching itself. You have to check how many SQL server related services are up and running, guys. Okay, so you can use services.msc, or we have a separate tool to check the SQL services, guys. What is the tool? Only SQL services will be there. Under services.msc, you can see all other services, guys. Okay, under services.msc, you can see all other application services also. But we have a separate tool to see SQL related services. What is that, guys? Configuration manager. Okay, it will be installed during the SQL server installation. Just type configure. You can see here SQL server 2017 configuration manager. In this configuration manager, you can see only SQL related services. Okay, so you can see like this. Go to SQL server services, you can see only SQL services, guys. Of course, you cannot see the VSS writer and other CIP service. Okay, you can see these main services, guys. So if you are having multiple instances, you can see all other services here, guys. It's very important. You have to check before patching. You have to check how many services are up and running. Why? Because after patching, you are going to restart the server, right? Some services will be manual startup mode, some services will be automatic startup mode. So if it is manual, again you have to start the service. So it's very important that how many services are up and running. Out of these 4, how many are up and running, guys? 3 are up and running, 1 is in stopped state. After patching also same state should be there, right? Agreed, guys?
Yes, sir.
But you just miss it to check this step. You miss it to check this step before patching. After patching, again you have to check it whether all services are up and running or not. Then you came to know that SQL browser is stopped state. Before patching, you don't know whether it is up and running or not. After patching, you checked and you can see that service browser is stopped state. So you will be in confused state. So whether the service is stopped before patching or after patching, or because of patching the service is stopped, so you will be confused, guys. So it is always better to check how many services are up and running. If possible, take a snapshot using this snipping tool. We will have a snipping tool. Take a snapshot, and you can, if you can't remember, okay, so just take a snipping tool. Now you can save this one. If anyone asked, hey, the service is stopped after the SQL server patching, he also don't know. The service might be stopped before itself. He also don't know. He will simply check it. He will ask like, this service is stopped. You have a proof. You can ask them. You can tell them this service is stopped before patching itself. See here, this is the screenshot. I took this screenshot. Always take the screenshots with the date and timestamps, guys. It's very important. Okay. Otherwise, they will ask you on which date you took this screenshot. Again, you have to prove that one. Okay, always try to cover with a date and timestamp. Where is that? Right? So you have to always take the screenshots. 1 minute, guys. What happened? Okay, here only I used. Okay, understood. Right. So whenever you are taking screenshot, you have to cover the whole server date and time. Like this, you can see here the server date and time. You have to maximize the server, and what you can do is you can take the screenshot. Otherwise, here also you can take it. In the server also, snipping tool will be there. You can take the screenshot using this snipping tool. So it's a proof, guys. If someone comes to you, hey, because of the patching the service is stopped, can you please check it? Then we will be in confused state whether the service is stopped before patching or after patching, guys. I'm not getting, but always you have to take the screenshots with the date and time. Okay, you have to cover this one. Date and time also you have to cover, guys. It's very important. So before patching, what you have to do, guys, you have to check how many services are up and running. If all services are up and running, no need to take any screenshot. If any service is in stopped state, after patching also it should be in stopped state, right? So then you can simply take the screenshot, or if you can remember, then take the screenshot, guys. So next step is, next prerequisite is, you have to check how many services are up and running. Okay, before patching, how many services are up and running. After patching also, all the services should be up and running. What are services up and running before patching? Same services should be up and running after patching also. Make sure you have a proper free space in the C drive, guys. Okay, during the patching, it will take the backup of some binaries and it will keep it inside the C drive, guys. During the patching, temporarily it will take the backup of some binary files and it will keep it inside the C drive. So it needs at least 3 GB free space to take the backups and all. If it don't take the backup, it can't proceed for patching. So if there is no free space in the C drive, the patching might be failed, guys. Okay, make sure you have enough free space is there in the C drive. Generally 90% enough free space will be there in the C drive. Okay, sometimes if it is an old server, even Windows team also won't monitor sometimes. So make sure before patching, make sure you have enough free space. Enough means at least 3 GB is good. In worst case, at least 2 GB free space should be there, guys. At least 2 GB free space should be there. Okay, in the C drive, in the worst case. Don't patch if you have less than 2 GB free space in the C drive. Go to Windows team, ask them to extend the C drive. They will extend the C drive or they will delete some files so that you will get some free space in the drive. So then you can proceed for patching, guys. Okay, so the third step is make sure you have enough free space. At least 3 GB free space is there in the C drive. So that is third step, third prerequisite. Connect to SQL server and check all the database status, guys. Okay, you have to connect to the SQL server and you have to check how many databases are up and running. Some databases will be online, some databases will be offline, some databases will be in restoring state, some databases will be in read-only state. So different states databases will be there, guys. You cannot remember all the databases, which database is online, which database is read-only, which database is offline. You cannot remember, right? Before patching, whatever database states are there, after patching also same states should be there. So it's always good to take the screenshot of the database states, guys. Before patching, take the database states and check the databases. How many of them are online, how many of them are offline. If all are online, that's fine. After patching also, all databases should be online. If some of them are online, some of them are offline, some of them are in restoring state or read-only state, you have to make sure before patching what is the state of the database. After patching also, same state should be there. Okay, so for that, you have to check the database states before patching, guys. This is fourth step. Okay, and connect to SQL instance. Okay, and make sure object explorer name and query results are same. Yes, any questions, guys? Right, okay, so what you have to do next, you have to connect to the SQL server. You have to check this name. Okay, this name, and let me open one query window, new query, and here to find the SQL server name we have one query, guys. What is the query? Can anyone tell me? I want to see the SQL server instance name in the output. How to get the SQL server instance name? What is the query to get the SQL server instance name? Select. Select. Tell me.
So are you asking about the version?
No. Select at server name. Okay, select at server name will give you the server name. This name, the one which you can see here, and this name, this is object explorer name, this is query results name. Both should be same, guys. Sir, is there any chance that both might be different? Yes. How we got this name, guys? How we got this name? How we got this name?
Machine name.
Machine name, right? Right. So if anyone changed this machine name, there is a chance, right? Windows team can change this machine name, right? So if anyone changed this machine name, SQL server name won't be updated, guys. You can change the machine name, change settings, change. You can give your own name. Batch 46 you can give. Here batch 46 server name is showing as batch 46, but in the SQL instance it is showing some different name. Here while connecting, you can see batch 46. Here in the table results, it is showing a different old name. Then your patching will be failed, guys. When you change the Windows machine name, the SQL instance name won't be changed automatically. Of course, while connecting, it will take the new name only, batch 46. But in the master database, the name won't be changed. For that, you have to do some extra settings. You have to drop the old server name. You have to add the new server name. Then you have to proceed for patching. So before patching, it's mandatory to check the Object Explorer instance name and query results instance name both are same. Then only proceed for patching. If both are different, first fix the issue, then patch the server. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Very good. Right. Next is same kind of point. You have to check the build number in the Object Explorer and you have to check the build number in the query results, and after patching, before patching, both should be same. Right. So build number, how to check the build number, guys? How to check the build number? What is the query to check the build
At
number?
version.
Very good. Okay. Select at version. Right. So here what build number it is showing? 140169. Here also it is showing same build number, right? 140169. Both numbers should be same, guys. Sir, is there any chance that both numbers can be different in any scenario? Yes. Sometimes the last patch, last time if any DBA did the patching, if the last patch is unsuccessful or partially successful, okay, this number will be different and this number will be different. In that case also your patching will be failed, guys. Okay, clear? So make sure both are same, then only proceed for patching. If both are not same, fix that issue first. How to fix it, sir? Remove the old patch and patch it again. Yes, we can remove the patches. Go and play. Huh? Okay, guys. So there is a chance that these numbers might be different. Okay, in some scenarios. So you have to first fix that issue and then only you have to proceed for patching, guys. Okay, so select at version, the build number which is showing in the Object Explorer and the build number which you can see in the query results, both should be same. Then only proceed for patching. This is also one. Guys, these are my experiences across the 10 years, guys. These issues I faced during the patching. I imagine I almost patched 3000 to 4000 servers, guys, till now. 3000 to 4000 old servers, new servers, lot of servers I patched. Okay, so these are the issues I faced, guys. If you follow all these 10 steps, 99% your patching will be succeeded. Blindly if you patch the SQL server, you will get lot of issues. Okay, guys, right? So 10 points means 10 years of workouts, guys. Okay, right. So this is another point. Next is,
Can you tell me how to differentiate that?
how to
I mean version. If it is version is different, how can we?
complete your question? How can you see, or what you are asking?
How can you do the settings? I mean, Object Explorer the version is different than query language. You said that,
You
right?
cannot see. Sometimes if the last patch is unsuccessful or partially successful, it will be different. The number will be different. No need to do any settings from our side. It's not like right click change the build number. That is not possible.
So how can we do that?
That's what I said. You have to remove the patch, old patch.
Okay, old patch. Okay.
You have to remove the old patch to fix the issue.
How to remove that?
That will, we haven't patched at all. If you are asking how to remove means.
I mean, without deleting, you can't do that.
That we will discuss slowly. Once the patching is completed, then I'll show you how to remove.
Fine.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
So without
Okay, sir.
without knowing how to patch the server, how to remove means you will confused. Okay. So no
Yeah,
problem,
okay, sir.
nothing to worry. But
Sure.
there is one situation that you will face these kind of issues. That's what I want to explain.
Okay,
Okay.
fine.
Okay. I'll show you once patching is done. In the next class, I'll show you how to remove the patching also.
Thank you.
Okay. So right, that is one more point. Fine. And 1 minute, guys. Actually, if you don't have questions, you can be muted, guys. Okay, why? Because the disturbance will be recorded in the videos, right? So in case we want to answer something, answer it and again mute it immediately. Okay. So check the build numbers before and after patching. We just discussed, and of course this is mandatory check, guys. Before and after patching, you have to reboot the server. Windows machine server means not SQL server. You have to reboot the Windows machine. Okay, before and after patching also you have to reboot the Windows machine. It's mandatory. Take the backup of all the databases. It's not mandatory, but in case if you are patching the old servers, these 4 points are mandatory. If you are patching the old servers, sometimes you have to patch Windows Server 2003 means SQL Server 2005, 2008. These are old servers. Lot of risk will be there in patching old servers. Okay, why? Because those are all old machines, 20 years back machines and all. So you might face some challenges. 15, 20 years back machines, you might face some challenges. So it's always good to take the backup of all the databases. In case something goes wrong, you can restore the databases, right, to avoid the data loss. Either you can take the backup of all the databases. If you feel that databases are big in size, then instead of taking backup of the databases, you can take the backup of the whole Windows machine, VM snapshot. Generally we don't take this, we have to request Windows team. Windows team will take the machine level backup. Direct machine level backup they will take. If something goes wrong, they will restore the VM snapshot backup again. The whole Windows machine itself they will restore. Okay, so generally depends upon the machine size. VM snapshot backup will take 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes, guys. Okay, in this 30 minutes they will take the whole machine level backup. If something goes wrong, if your patching is failed and the server is not coming online, you can request Windows team, hey, the patching is corrupted or server is corrupted, please restore the VM snapshot that you took. Okay, if you are patching the old servers, you have to follow this step. Risky, old servers means risky. Sometimes the servers won't come online after restarting. 1 minute, guys, I'll close the door. Right, so you have to request Windows team. Windows team will take the VM snapshot. We don't have any permissions to take the VM snapshot, guys. This can be done with the Windows team only. Check whether the machine is a virtual machine or physical machine or bare metal. BM means bare metal. Okay, so this is one more point. So you have to check whether the machine is a virtual machine or physical machine. How to check, guys? How to check whether the machine is a virtual machine or physical machine? Can anyone tell me how to check whether a machine is a virtual machine or physical machine? Yes, guys.
Remotely or not.
Sorry.
Check whether it is connected remote.
Oh, if it is connected remotely, that is virtual machine. Huh? If it is not connected, then it is physical machine. Huh? Physical machine also we can connect remotely. Okay, imagine the server is in the US. If
Okay.
anyone asked you to take the backup, okay, book the flight ticket, I'll go to US, I'll take the backup and I'll come back. You cannot say like that, right? You can connect the server from your location itself. Okay, for physical machines also remote connections will work. How to check? Okay, I'll tell you guys. So here, if it is a virtual machine, okay, or physical machine, if you see here, Open system information, the one which we'll use regularly, okay, to see RAM, storage and all. In the server open system information, you can see here, right? Here what you can see under system model,
Virtual box.
right? So if you see virtual box, virtual machine, Hyper-V, VMware kind of softwares here, that is a virtual machine. If you see any company names like HP, Dell, this is I'm opening my laptop system information. My laptop is physical machine, right? If you see server name like Dell, Lenovo, HP, or some other server name, company names, laptop company names, vendor names and all, if you see, that is a physical machine. Is it clear, guys? If you see any vendor names like Dell, HP, mostly in the organizations HP servers will be there, guys. Dell, HP, or some other servers will be there. Acer, these kind of servers will be there. Okay. So if you see the vendor names, okay, so that is a physical machine. If you see virtual machine, virtual box, VMware kind of stuff in the system model, okay, that means that is a virtual machine, guys. Okay, in this way you can identify a virtual machine, whether the machine is a virtual machine or physical machine. Okay, fine, right? So you have to check, guys, whether the machine is a virtual machine or physical machine before patching itself. Why? Because if it is a physical machine, you have to take extra precautions. One time what happened is, I am patching UK server, okay, the server is there in the UK, England, okay, England data center. It was there in the England data center, London data center, sorry, it was there in the London data center. I am patching it from the Bangalore location. Old machine, very old machine, Windows Server 2003, which was the SQL Server 2005, okay, was there on Windows machine 2003. So what happened? Patching is successfully done, completed, okay. So then I just restarted. After patching, I have to restart, right? I just restarted the server. Generally, servers will be back after 1 minute or 2 minutes, hardly 2-3 minutes. It won't take much time. 2 minutes over, server is not coming online. 5 minutes over, server is not coming online. 10 minutes, not online. 1 hour, the server is not online. I cannot connect to the server remotely. 2 hours gone, the server is still not online. I am patching the server during the weekends. Generally, UK, US side, people won't work during the weekends. No one is there in the data center. The server is down for 2 days until Monday morning, 12 p.m. of our time. Okay, no engineer is there in that data center. After 2 days, one engineer went into the location, he went into the track, he checked what is the problem. One disk is creating the problem. The disk is not coming online. Because of that, the server is not coming online. As it is not a critical application, I am safe. Imagine if it is a critical application. Definitely, it's a risky, right? Organizations won't allow. You have to check before. If it is a physical machine, you have to request in which data center it is there. You have to raise a request. Okay, tomorrow I am patching the server. Try to patch the physical machines during the weekdays. Weekdays, someone will be available in the data centers. Okay, so if customer is not allowing to patch it on weekdays, then request one Windows resources to come to online on Saturday or Sunday. To make sure, you have to request Windows team, hey, we are patching this server is there in this location, this is a physical machine, please can anyone be available on Saturday or Sunday at office. They will take extra privileges, permissions and all. Windows manager make sure one resource is available during that patching window. So this is the experience I got, guys. Okay, so nowadays very rarely people are using with physical machines, but still you might get this chance if you are working for big companies and all. Copy the patch files before patching itself. For example, you are patching on Saturday, guys. So you took all the approvals, you raised the change request, everything is ready, everything is smooth. Saturday morning 10 o'clock patching is scheduled. Saturday morning 10 o'clock you connect it to the server. Now you want to copy the patch files. Patch files generally from where we are going to copy in the organization using a shared path, right? Shared path is not working on the server. What you will do? What you will do? That is a weekend. No one will be available to ask. Shared path is, imagine it's a new server. Shared path doesn't have access. Server doesn't have access to the new shared path. Then that's it. Without patch file you cannot do anything. You cannot download it in the server also. Servers doesn't have any internet connection. Okay, so again you have to call to your team lead or manager, then he will, okay, do some puja and all, then finally he will help you to fix the issue. Okay guys, so it's very important. So if you're patching during weekends, patching during Saturdays and Sundays, try to patch the copy files by Friday evening itself. Friday evening itself, copy the patch files. If the shared path is not working Friday itself, you can ask someone, hey, this shared path is not working, can anyone help me with any other shared path? Or can Windows network team, you have to request access to the network team will give access to the shared path on the new server. In that way you can fix the issue by Friday itself. Okay, so this is also one experience guys. So please make sure you are following all these 10 or 11 steps. Okay guys, clear? Good. Any questions, let me know guys, otherwise we'll go for a break, then we'll come back after 15 minutes and we'll proceed for patching guys. I'll show you. Now theory part is completed, direct demo only. Okay.
Can you tell me fourth step?
Fourth step, fourth step, what is the fourth? Connect to the SQL server and check all the data. I'm just asking to check the database states, that's it. What is status of all the databases, whether the databases are online, offline. Simple guys, before patching what
Where
is
will how to see offline or on?
you can see right now. Tell me database is offline or online, tell me.
Online.
Online.
If it is
That's it.
offline, what?
If it is offline, in the brackets, offline status will be there. Let me show you that as well. How to keep the database offline, tasks offline, take offline. Okay, so in that case, close all the connections. Okay, and click OK. You can see in the brackets. If it is any other state, you can see in the brackets. Offline, recovery pending, read only. You can see the state in the brackets like this. Okay, so before patching, one database is online, one database is offline. Now imagine after patching also same. This should be online, this should be offline guys. Okay, clear? Yes, any other questions guys?
Is there any
Like,
command to check whether it
Yes,
is online or
yes, we can use SP help DB. Okay, you can use why? Because it's a good question actually. In case if you are having 100 databases, sir, is it possible to check all 100 databases? It's a big list, right? How to check? In that case you can use SP help DB. In the status column you can see online. Okay, if it is offline you can see. Let me keep this database again offline, tasks and take offline, and okay. So now if you run this, now you can see the status. Okay, extend this column, you can see. Okay, so in this command you cannot see offline databases. Let me use this select command. Select star from sys.databases. Multi-user, yeah, you can see here, right? Offline database. You can see whether if it is online, you can see online. If it is offline. Standby, read only means you can see read only mode. Recovery pending means you can see recovery pending. You can see the states like this. You can use this command to see all the database states. If you want, you can save these results also. Okay, so if you want to see only, guys, I have almost I'm not sure how many columns are there in this table. Lot of columns are there. I just want this column, guys. What is the query? Can anyone tell me? This and this column, first name and state column. So can anyone help me with the query, guys?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Select name and comma state underscore DSC from sysdate databases.
Okay, so now you can see only those two columns, right? So now you can save these results. You can just control A, control C, you can save it in the Excel sheet. Next time if you are having 100 databases, if you are confused which database is online, which database is offline, you can copy these results to the Excel sheet. Next time once patching is succeeded, then you can compare the list, guys. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, if 100 databases are offline, sir, should we go to each and everyone and do the same process, sir?
What process you will do?
Like individually, we should go and put it for online, or
Why you will put it online? I said before patching what is the state, after patching that the same state should be there. I am just showing you how to keep the database offline, how to bring the database online. That's it. That doesn't mean you have to keep all the 100 databases again, you have to keep it back to online. No. What is the state before patching? The same state should be there. Just to show you the demo, wantedly I kept the database offline or online. State cannot be changed. That is the theme.
okay.
Any other questions?
What are the common errors that we find during the patching, sir?
We'll discuss. After this, we'll discuss. Any other questions? Okay, then. Take the break for 15 minutes. Come back at 7:45. Okay, so we'll discuss patching and then we'll discuss what common issues we'll face during the patching and all. Okay, fine. I'll be back at 7:45, guys. The recording. Fine. Okay, so now we'll start the patching, guys. Okay, so how to do the patching? So before that, how to download the patch file, guys. Okay, how to download the patch file. So we'll discuss that one. Please. Okay. Right, so let me show you how to download the patch file. Sometimes your team lead or manager might ask you to download the patch files and all. They might ask you to keep the patch files in the shared location. So you can use this website, guys, to download any kind of updates, either service packs or cumulate updates, any kind of updates. You can use this website, SQL Server Builds blogspot.com. Okay. So now I have SQL Server 2017, right? I can show you the 2017. So guys, again the process is same. Even though you are patching with a service pack or you are patching with a cumulate update, the process is same, guys. There is no different process for service pack. There is no different process for cumulate update. So now I have SQL Server 2017. So the latest cumulate update is CU31. Sir, what if I want to download the old cumulate updates, or okay, old updates I want to download? You can just click on this number, guys. You can see, sorry, not this number. You can click on this version, okay, SQL Server 2017. So you can see all the updates. Okay, you can see all the updates. The latest update was released, okay, so on 20th September, guys. Last month 20th it was released. You can see this is CU31. If you want to, okay, download old CU30, you can see CU29, CU29, CU28, CU27. So you can see like this, guys. See here, security update. So in such cases, you have to generally patch your SQL Server with the security updates. You can also see GDR's on-demand hotfix. Okay, so might be if any issue is there, a specific issue is there, to fix that specific bug and all, generally we'll use on-demand hotfixes. On-demand hotfix. In the same way, you can see GDRs also, guys. Very rarely GDRs and QFEs will be released. Okay, so GDR is not there for 2017. Execution vulnerability. Might be this is related to some code issues, guys. Might be a bug. So in case if you want to see the GDRs also, you can see the GDRs, guys. Let me go down. This is SQL Server 2016. Okay, so you want to see any GDR hotfix, right? Let me do a Control F. GDR. Okay, see here GDR updates. Let me check any QFEs are there. QFE. Yes, QFU updates also there. 26 QFU updates are there. So like this you can check, guys. Okay, so let's go to the SQL Server 2017 latest cumulative update. How to download, guys? Click on the latest cumulative update link. Okay, it will redirect you to the microsoft.com. Okay, so this is just a link, guys. He just gave the Microsoft link in his website. So when you click on this link, always it will goes to the Microsoft website. You can check here. So before downloading, you have to make sure that you are downloading from the trusted website like microsoft.com. Okay, so this is U2031 update, right? Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Okay, so you can see somewhere here, guys, you can see the download option. Okay, these are the different updates that are there in the U31. Download this file, this Excel file. No, not Excel file. Important cumulative update is the last cumulative update for Microsoft. Okay, he is mentioning like this U31 is the last cumulative update. In this case, you have to patch your SQL Server 2017 with the last cumulative update, guys. It's mandatory generally. Why? Because this is the final cumulative update. He is saying, Microsoft is saying cumulative update 31 is the last cumulative update for Microsoft SQL Server 2017. SQL Server 2017 is a transition to extended support October 11, 2022. Okay, so where is this SQL Server 2017 when the support is limited. Who is this Vamshinath Reddy? Who is this Vamshinath Reddy? Vamshinath Reddy. Vamshinath Reddy. Who is this Vamshinath Reddy? Ping me in the WhatsApp. Who is this Vamshinath Reddy? Vamshinath Reddy. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, చెప్పండి సార్.
How you got this link, Vamshinath?
సార్ ఇది వెంకటేష్ అన్న అని పంపించారు సార్.
వెంకటేష్
హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉంటుంది.
Okay, fine. Okay, so just ping me in the WhatsApp after this class, okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Sir.
Yes, Vamshinath, tell me. Okay, fine. Okay, so let me close this. Right, so this is the final update, and you can see here the support date, end date is 11th October 2022. 11th October 2022 means I guess Monday, not Monday, Tuesday is the support end date for 2017. Of course, extended end date is also there up to 2027. That's fine. Okay, so let's check the download link, guys. Somewhere you can see here, known issues. Download this Excel file now. Okay. Fix installing C trigger. Restore database is terminating abnormally. How to obtain download this? Okay, you can see here, right at the end you can see how to obtain or download this or the latest cumulative update package. You can see small arrow, click on that arrow, guys, it will be opened. You can see here download the latest cumulative update package for 2017. Click on this link. Okay, it will ask you language and all. You have to choose the language, English language, of course. Then click on just download button, guys. That's it. This is how generally you can download the cumulative update service pack. Any update in this way only we can download, guys. Okay, you make sure that you are downloading it from the Microsoft website. Before downloading, cross check. Okay, KB article means knowledge base article. KB means knowledge base article, guys. Every service pack or cumulative update will have a number. That number is called KB number. That number is a KB number, guys. KB article means knowledge base article. It's a unique number for that specific update, guys. It's downloading. Let it download. Once the download is completed, we'll copy the file to the server and then we'll patch the SQL server, guys. And here, if you see here, this is very important. I told you during build number discussion, generally major version, minor version will help you to identify the version of the SQL server. Someone asked what is the usage of third number and fourth number. Actual bill number and revision history. Third part is actual bill number and fourth part is revision history. These two numbers will help you to check whether the SQL server is patched or not. When you install SQL Server 2017, the RTM build number is 14.0.1000.169. Okay, 14.0.1000.169. You can see here, right? Fine. Whenever you are applying the updates, okay, based on the updates, see here, up to 31 updates are there, right? What is the first update? CU1. Where is the CU1? CU1. This is GDR 14.0 only, right? Where is CU1? CU1. You can see here. Okay. Yes. So when you apply CU1 14.0, the number, the third part and fourth part will keep increasing, guys. CU1 3006, CU2 3008, CU3 3015, like that. The number will keep on increasing. The number will keep on increasing. And once you patch the SQL Server with the latest cumulative update, okay, what number you will get it, guys? Okay, you will get this number 3456.2. So when you patch the SQL Server, the build number, the third part and fourth part will be changed, guys. Here, what is the third part and fourth part? 1000.169, right? And you can also see the copy, which copy it is, whether it is a RTM copy or it was patched with any other cumulative updates. You can see here when you run this command, you can see 2017 RTM copy, you can see here. Okay, so if you apply any updates, if you patch the 2017 with any updates, CU10, CU20, then after patching is successful, you can see RTM CU10 or 20 or CU31. You can see in the brackets. I'll show you guys once patching is completed. I'll show you. Okay, so the patch file is downloaded. So what I can do, okay, so I'm going to copy this patch file, guys. I'll copy this patch file. Right click copy, right click paste. Okay, so where is this patch file? Where is that? 1 minute, guys. Yeah, so right click copy, okay, and then go to the server. You can copy it on the desktop, guys. Right click paste. Guys, some people will do this mistake. They will open, this is a SQL Server SSMS setup file, right? They will use this setup file to install SSMS. Next time while opening SSMS, again they will use the same SSMS setup file. This is just a setup file to install. Once installation of SSMS is done, you have to open SSMS here. You cannot again open the same setup file. Then it will show you remove button. Again you will ping me, sir, I cannot open SSMS. I can see remove button and all. Okay, up to installation only you have to open this one. Once installation is completed, you have to click on this Windows button. You have to type SS. In that way only you can open the Management Studio. Again, guys, I observed 2-3 people still they are asking, okay, the same kind of doubts. Again, I'm saying, guys, I don't have any issues to tell the answer. But what I feel is, if I directly tell the answer, you don't put any efforts. Next time if issue comes, take the WhatsApp, open the WhatsApp, take the screenshot, send it to the sir. Sir, please help me. I don't have any issues to help you guys. I'm there, I'm here to help you only. But my intention is that you have to learn from your side. You have to put some efforts. The same kind of mistakes, whatever we discussed, guys, you will do this mistake, you can see this error. The same kind of mistakes you are getting, even though those things are explained in the videos, in the classes, still taking the screenshot and sending it to me, I am getting this issue. No problem, you can ask the doubts, but my formula is same. If I feel that I covered in the classes straight away, I'll ask you to watch the recordings. If you are not putting the efforts, there is no use of learning this course, guys. If I feel that that is not covered, definitely I'll help you in the next message. Immediately I'll answer your question. If I'm not answering means it's already covered in the videos. Watch it, watch it, watch it, so that you will get extra knowledge. You will came to know why we have selected. I can tell the answer, please select this option, the issue will be fixed. But next time, who will tell the answer? Right? Next time, if you ask the same question, next time if you are facing the same issue in the organization, when you will learn, then errors are opportunities to learn the things. If you are getting error, you got a good opportunity to learn why you are getting error. Try to imitate me, what I did in the videos. Try to do the same things until you are comfortable. Watch it, do it, watch it, do it, watch it, do it. Finally, if you are comfortable, once you are having confidence, then you can try from your side, you can try by your own. Okay guys, so I see people are doing the same kind of mistakes. No problem, if you can ask me, but if I feel that that is already discussed in the videos, straight away I'll route you to the videos, guys. Okay, so this is our service pack cumulative update file. Always you have to open run as administrator. It will extract.
Sir,
Yes, please.
yeah, for the direct connection, we can do the same thing that
Yes,
attach.
attach. That's why for the direct connection, check whether you are getting internet or not in the server. Okay, if you are
Okay.
getting internet, directly open the Internet Explorer, download the service pack or cumulative update in the server itself.
In the server itself.
Yeah, mostly whatever settings I did after installation of operating system, I did some settings, right? Two settings, right? So one is you
Yeah,
have to enable the remote connection, and then
remote.
you have
Yeah,
to check from the Oracle VirtualBox Manager. You have to again, okay. So you have to enable that bridged adapter. So do these two
yeah,
things. You will get the
yeah.
internet directly to the server, okay, and
Okay.
then
Then we can download
download directly in the server itself. You can
directly.
open Internet Explorer, Google SQL Server builds.blogspot.com, download it directly instead of copying.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay guys, so you will get like this. Okay, so click on show details. If you see that restart computer check is failed, what you have to do, you have to cancel the screen, and you have to restart the server, and you have to again open the setup file. Okay, all the checks are succeeded, so I can go to next. Patching is very simple, guys. Nothing is the next patch. That's it. And here this is an important screen. Imagine I have only one instance of 2017, right? Listen carefully, this is 2017 update. When you open this 2017 update, I can see only 2017 instances. If you are having three instances in this machine, one is 2016, second one is 2017, third one is 2019. As you are using the 2017 update, you can only see 2017 instance here in this list, instances list. You cannot see 2016 and 2019, so nothing to worry. First thing. Second thing, what if you are having two instances, two 2017 instances? What if you are having two 2017 instances in the same Windows machine? Then you can see those two instances in this list. So if you want to patch two instances at a time, you can patch it. If you don't want to patch the second instance, uncheck the second instance, guys. Uncheck the second instance, go to next. When if you are having multiple instances. Okay, so now in my case I have only one instance, so I have to check it. Okay, next. That's it, guys. After these checks, okay, it will check any files are in use or not. So even though the files are in use, no problem at all. Why? Because we already took the downtime, so you can skip it. You can go to next step immediately. Even though there are any files, no issues, guys. You can proceed, but this check will generally help you to see any files are in use, SQL related files are in use in the background. So if any files are in use, it will show you the list, but no need to take any action from our side. Okay, you can simply go to next in this screen. Okay, next. That's it, guys. This is the final screen, and action is equal to patch. You can see command. The command, it will prepare a command. So the command is action is equal to patch, and then it will select all the features, whatever instances we have selected, and click on update, guys. That's it. Patching generally it will take 30 minutes to 45 minutes for a healthy server. It will take 30 to 45 minutes for a healthy server. Hardly 1 hour. If it is a very big server, hardly it will take 1 hour. Not more than 1 hour, guys. Okay. So you have to wait. So in our case, our server is very small, right? It don't take much time. In 10 minutes itself, it will be completed, guys. So in this way, you have to do patching. That's it. See, doing patching is 2 minutes work, but we have to discuss the process of patching. We have to discuss the precautions of patching, and we have to discuss the prerequisites, and we have to discuss the what is patching, how many types of updates, all these things and all. So finally, we can do the patching. Generally, other trainers, they will download the patch file, they will patch it next install. 5 minutes, in 5 minutes patching class will be completed. For me, it took around 2 hours. Now it is 8 o'clock. We just started at 6 o'clock. Now it is at 8 o'clock. Okay, so that's the difference, guys. So you have to learn with the process, then only it is worth. In the meantime, you can ask if you have
Can we patch all instances at a time?
if they belongs to a same version, you can patch it. But you have to take approvals from all instance owners.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys?
Sir,
Yes, please.
actually, I don't know if it is a silly question or anything
No
else.
problem. No problem. You can ask.
In organization, where we get this updated file, I'm patched files like that.
Patched files. You have to download. I just downloaded, right? Generally,
In organization also, we have to download that
not
file.
every time. For the first time, this is the latest patch, right? No one will be. Generally, your team leader or manager will download it and they will keep it in the shared folder. So you can
Okay.
check whether the file is there in the shared location or not. If it is not there, you can also download and you can keep it in the shared location. Okay, so that other DBS will use for the next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so in the meantime, let's discuss these points, guys. So generally, while patching, what kind of issues we will face? Okay, while patching, what kind of issues? Generally, whatever challenges we faced, so you can explain, guys. These are all challenges only. So without creating the issues, if you fix these challenges before itself, then of course, so in case there might be a chance your patch might be failed because any of these reasons, guys. Okay, there is a chance your patch might be failed because any of these reasons. These are very common. Other than this, sometimes we'll get errors during the patching. During the patching, we'll get the errors. So what kind of general errors? We'll get mostly one error, guys. One common error. What is that? Missing MSI and MSP files. MSP files. Missing MSI and MSP files. MSI and MSP are the SQL Server supported files, guys. MSI means Microsoft installer files. MSP means Microsoft patch files. Microsoft patch files. So these files will be replaced during the patching, guys. MSI files will be, some of the MSI files will be replaced as MSP files. That is called generally patching. Sometimes, for example, imagine there is a file called something like this. Okay, .msi. So your MSP has to replace this file. Your MSP, this file has to be replaced by MSP. Imagine. But unfortunately, due to some maintenance activities or something like that, this file is deleted. So the file that belongs to this MSP, to this MSI file, okay, so MSP file will search for this file. If SQL Server doesn't find this file, then your MSP file can't be replaced. If it can't be replaced, your patching will be failed. Generally, you will get some common error, not regularly, guys. That's what I'm saying. It's not regular practice. Very rarely you will get these kind of issues while patching old servers, especially. Sometimes there is a chance that you will get MSI, MSP missing errors. In the interview, they will ask you this question: what kind of errors will get during the patching? Generally, missing MSA and MSP files error you will get during installation also. Installation also you will get this missing MSA, MSP files. During patching, during removing patching, okay, during uninstallation of SQL Server, installation, uninstallation. Missing MSA, MSP error generally you will get during the installation of the SQL Server, during uninstallation of the SQL Server, during patching the SQL Server, during removing the patching, okay, of SQL Server, upgrading SQL. In all these 5 scenarios, you will get missing MSA, MSP errors. So if in case if anyone asked what errors generally we will get during patching or removing patching or during installation or uninstalling SQL Server or upgrading SQL Server, the common error is missing MSA, MSP files. You can tell this question, guys. You can tell this point. So sometimes, not regularly, but sometimes we will get this missing MSA, MSP files. Then the next question will be how you are going to fix the MSA, MSP files. Microsoft introduced one tool called Fix MSI MSP tool. You have to download this tool. You have to copy this tool, this software, to the server in which server you are patching. You have to open that tool. There you can see, let me check, okay, whether we have 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Okay. One minute, guys. 1 minute. Okay, fine. Right. So let me go to Google. Fix MSI MSP Microsoft tool. Just you can type Fix MSI MSP Microsoft tool. Fix MSI MSP tool. Okay. So fix MSI missing MSI MSP version. So images. Let me go to the images. Yes, so like this you can see, guys. Okay, this kind of interface you can see. So in case before patching, guys, you can run this tool. This is a very small tool, just you have to run it. Copy the tool, just run it. You can see like this. In case if any missing files are there, you can see, right, missing 61 files and all, you can see like this. And there is an option called fix. You can see, right, there is an option called fix here. Okay, here only one file is missing. There is an option called fix. If you click on this fix option, okay, it will fix the missing MSI MSP files, guys. So this is how you can see here files will be there like this. See here 34407 MSI 1A0F6.MSI, and you can see some files 5325AE0.MSP. So you can see like this. So some files will be replaced with MSP files. If that MSA file is not there, then generally MSP file can't be replaced, right? So you will get missing MSA MSP files. For that you have to use this tool, guys. This tool will scan all the files, and in case if any missing files are there, you can click on this fix button to fix that issue, guys. This is how generally you can fix missing MSA MSP tool, guys. Fix missing MSA MSP issues. Okay, so now you can see all the components are successfully patched. You have to make sure that all the components should be patched successfully. Even one component is failed, so that is a partial successful, guys. It can't be partial successful, it should be fully successful, guys. Okay, so make sure all the components are successfully patched, guys. In case if you want to see any patching errors are there, same summary.txt file, like while installation how you will get the summary file, in the same way while patching also you will get the summary.txt file, while removing the patching also you will get the summary.txt file, while uninstalling the SQL Server also you will get the summary.txt file, while upgrading the SQL Server also you will get the summary.txt file. So this summary.txt file will help you to check any errors are there during patching, removing, uninstallation, upgrading. So this will help you, guys. Okay, in our case there is no error, right? So you can still open passed, but see here it is saying yes, it is passed. Okay, so in case if you are having any issues, you can see failed, but here it is passed, but it is saying reboot required. So you have to restart the Windows server, the whole Windows machine. Let me close this. Okay, so what I can do, open the management studio. Earlier it is 1000.169, right? Okay, now if you refresh, just check this number. Anyone remember what is the CU31 bill number? Anyone remember that number? 14.0. At least first digit after 4-digit number.
3434.
Yeah, very good. Yes, okay, just refresh it, guys. 3456.2, and you can see here RTM, right? Just run this query again, and you can see RTM CU31. So in this way you can check whether your SQL Server is patched or not, and expand it, check whether bill number is changed here or not. Same 3456.2, 3456.2. So in this way you can cross check whether your patching is succeeded or after. Of course you have to restart now after patching whether the databases are in same state or not. Yes, this is online, this is offline earlier. So now also after patching also this is online, this is offline. So in this way you can cross verify, and you can see the services, all the services, what is the status of all the services. Okay, before patching the same services states is there, right? Before patching 3 services are up and running, 1 is in stopped state. After patching also same 3 services are up and running, 1 is in stopped state. In this way you have to cross verify. Once patching is done, you have to send an email. Before patching, imagine you are patching the SQL Server at 10 o'clock. Okay, 9:45 you have to send an email to the DBA team. Okay, so where is that document? Where is that, guys? Notepad. Yeah. Okay, so before patching you have to send an email to the DBA team and customer. Okay, Smith is our customer, imagine, and DBA team also. Okay, hi Smith. Of course you have to send an email to Smith, but you have to include DBA team in the CC. Hi Smith, as discussed, I am initiating the patching. Okay, it will take 2 hours to complete. Once patching is done, I'll update you. So you have to mention, you have to send an email, guys. You cannot forget. Why? Because you might work from Bangalore location, another guy is working from Hyderabad location, DBA people. Okay, so and it's very good practice also. Smith will wait whether you are sending any message or not. Okay, as per the schedule, he will also check, right? From application side he has to check lot of things, so he will wait whether you are sending any message or not before pinging. Okay, before Smith is going to ping DBA team, better you can directly send an email to Smith and you have to include the DBA team. So what is the advantage of this? You can, the Smith is happy that the process is going on as discussed, as scheduled. And second thing is DBA team has to be notified with this patching. Why? Because you are working from Bangalore, imagine, and other DBA team is working from Hyderabad, Chennai, or Mumbai location. They don't know that you are patching. If you are patching the SQL server, if you don't send email to the DBA team, what they will think? They will get an alerts. So once the server is down, if they don't know that you are patching the SQL server, they might log into the Windows machine. They will check why the server is down. They will troubleshoot from their side, which will corrupt the instance. It's always good practice before patching. You have to send email to the customer and DBA team. I am patching the server. So DBA team knows that you are patching. So other DBA team don't touch the SQL instance until patching process is completed. Once patching is completed, then you have to again send second email. Hi Smith, the patching is succeeded. Okay, so as discussed, patching is completed. Okay, and so on the below instance, patching is completed on the below instance. You have to include the instance name with SQL Server CU31. Please validate from your side and let us know in case of any issues. This is the correct process, guys. Thank you. That's it. If any issues are there, Smith will come back to us. And then if there are no issues, that's it. Thank you. Thanks for DBA team. Thanks for your efforts. You will get the appreciations if you are following the process correctly. Okay, guys. Any questions here?
No, sir.
Are we good?
No, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll discuss how to remove the patch also. Generally, in what scenarios we can remove the patch? If patching is partially successful, you have to remove the patch. This is one case. Second case is sometimes compatibility issues will come, guys. Compatibility issues. The application, after patching, application cannot connect to the database. You will get this interview question. After patching, the application is not able to connect to the server. What you will do? How you are going to fix this issue? They will ask you this question, guys. Okay, compatibility issues. We discussed it right during that version, on which version of Windows Server SQL Server can be installed. We discussed it right during the time. We discussed with one example that in your childhood you are going to wear some clothes. The same clothes you cannot wear it now. Why? Because in your childhood your height is different, your measurements are different. Now the height and measurements are different, so you cannot use those clothes. The same way, some applications will support only specific versions of SQL servers. Imagine I am having XYZ application. Okay, so it can support up to SQL Server 2017 CU25. Imagine it can support up to CU25, but you patched with the CU31. What happened, guys? The application cannot connect to the latest cumulative update. Means once the patching is completed, your server will be upgraded, right? So the application cannot connect to the upgraded SQL server. Sometimes, very rarely, not regularly, very rarely you will get these issues, compatibility issues. So in this case, there is no solution. You can ask the application team, hi application team, please check if any updates are there. Like how we are having SQL Server updates, in the same way their applications also can have the updates, right? So we can ask, before removing the patching, we can ask them, hi app team, please check if any updates are there for the application. If any updates are there, they will update their application also, so it might support. If they said no, we don't have any kind of updates, then there is no way, you have to remove the patch. If you remove the patch again, okay, the SQL server will come back to its old state. Now tell me, guys, sorry, this is the Excel sheet, right? So I patched my SQL Server 2016 with SP1 CU8, and then next time I patched with this is SP1, and then next I patched the same instance with SP2 CU15. Now if I remove this CU15, to which level it will go to, guys? It will go to which level? If I remove the CU15 update, to which level it will go? To CU14?
SP2. SP2.
So here actually two updates are there. One is service pack, and first is major update, service pack, and then minor update. If I remove this CU15, to which level it will go?
SP2.
SP2.
If I remove SP2, to which level it will go? CU?
SP1.
CU?
Wait.
CU8, SP1 CU8, guys. Okay, so imagine you patched your SQL Server 2017 with CU1, and then CU8, and then CU25, and then finally CU31. So if you remove this CU31, it won't go to, please be muted, please be muted. If you remove this CU31, it won't go to CU30. Why? Because you haven't patched SQL Server with CU30, right? It will go back to its old update, which is CU25. If you remove CU25, it will go back to its CU8, and then CU1, and then finally if you remove CU1 also, it will go back to RTM. Clear, guys? So there are some scenarios that you may have to remove the patch due to compatibility issues, but that is the last option. Before removing the patch, you can ask the application team to check any updates are there for their application. If they are also going to update their application, then compatibility issues can be fixed, right? If they say like, I don't have updates, we don't have updates for our application, then there is no way, you have to remove the patch. So how to remove the patch? Okay, so if you want to remove the patch, precautions, everything is same. I don't want to discuss the precautions. All the precautions, all the procedure, everything is same, guys. Okay, so customer will let you know in case of any compatibility issues are there. He will come back to you. Hey DBA team, after patching this SQL Server, my application is not able to connect to the database. Then check it. Oh, okay, is it okay? Okay, your application is not able to connect to the database. Okay, let me remove the patch. Straight away you cannot do that. First check any issues are there from application side, from database side. If there are no issues from both the ends, then as discussed, you have to ask the application team to upgrade their application. That is also not there, not possible. Then you can remove the patch. How to remove the patch? Open, run, type appwich.cpl. This is the shortcut for the add or remove programs, guys. Right, and here select this view installed updates. Now you can see the installed updates. Okay, so this is, you can see, right here, this is browser service, this is main database engine service. See here, Microsoft SQL Server 2017. Here you can see browser, here you can see VSS writer. So if you remove from the main service, all the updates will be removed. If you are start removing one by one, then you have to remove for 3 times, which is not good. This is the main service. Remove it from the main service. The updates will be removed from the other components also. Double click on it to remove. Again, you will get the same window. Next, remove patch. That's it.
Sorry,
Yes, please.
why can't I remove the first one?
That is a specific component. Instead of removing from specific component, remove it from the whole SQL Server, so that all other components updates also will be removed. If you remove it from the first component, you have to remove it from the second component also. Multiple times you have to remove it. Right, here you can see restart computer check is failed, so I cannot go to next, guys. Okay, so now what is the solution? What is the solution?
Restart the computer.
We can restart the computer, that is one way. Okay, but generally in the organization we have to restart the computer, there is no shortcut. But in our practice, during the practice, we can skip this by doing small change, but it's not recommended to do these changes in the organizational servers, guys. So what you have to do is you have to open that what is that, guys, where you can see the keys, regedit, registry edit. Okay, regedit, open this HK local machine, system, current control set, control. Here you can see session manager, something like that. Session manager. Here you can see pending file. Yes, this one. Okay, pending file rename operations. Okay, so double click on this file. You can see some data. Okay, delete the data. Don't delete the keys. Delete the data. Click OK. Guys, this is the trick to skip the restart, but don't do these tricks in the organization. Servers will be corrupted. Only to save the time I did this trick. Okay, now rerun this. Now you can see, right now. Okay, so if you see the checks are succeeded, all the checks are succeeded, go to next, and here you can see the instance which we just patched and shared features. I want to remove patch from all the components. Okay, so make sure these features are selected, next, and finally remove, guys. That's it. Actually, you can skip now, no problem. You can go to next. Okay, so there is no use of the task, and you can see here remove patch, action is equal to remove patch. While patching, action is equal to patch. While removing the patch, action is equal to remove patch. That's it, guys. In this way you can remove the patch. If you remove the patch, again this bill number will be changed to what is the old bill number? 1000.1. Okay, so if you remove the patch, again this bill number will be changed to 1000.169. In this way we can remove the patch, guys. Okay, so that's it. Sorry, that's it, guys. Patching and removing the patching is completed. Okay, so again we'll meet in the next weekend, Saturday morning 7 a.m. IST. So we'll discuss other topics. Okay, fine. Any questions, any doubts? This recording will be available by tomorrow evening, guys. Okay, so you can go and check it, and you can just subscribe to our channel. You will get the notification, and then you can watch that video, guys. Okay, fine. That's it for now, guys. Good night. So we'll connect the next Saturday 7 a.m. Okay, thank you all.